All right, so in this video, I'm going to share, without going into too much detail, 6 things that I learned from achieving the ideal man's body. So some of you might be thinking, ideal man's body? Josh, you call that the ideal man's body? That's not an ideal man's body. Which brings me to point number 1. There is no such thing. Everybody's got a different subjective view of what that is. And yeah, that might be like, duh, obvious. But I think it needs repeating because I fell for it. And I thought there would be this magical physique that once I hit it, every single person would just objectively believe that Josh had the best body of anyone. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I believed. So that's the first thing, is that ideal is subjective. There's not one ideal out there that everybody thinks is best. So 2, I learned that admiration and respect, not the same thing as love. And I didn't learn this till a lot later, but that's what I really wanted. The reason I did all this work is because I wanted to be loved. Sounds kind of cheesy, maybe it is, but honestly, that's really what I wanted. Number 3, the difference between doing it for me and doing it for others. Now, I realize this can be kind of cliche, do it for you. But honestly, I heard it a lot of times, but it wasn't until I'd actually experienced it that I really felt it. And to feel the difference of what it means to work out for me and to build a body for me, because that's important for my own confidence versus doing it because I think it's going to impress other people. Ironically, the more I've been able to let go of what other people think, it seems the more admiration I get. The less I care about it, the more I seem to get. The 4th thing I learned is that working harder is not always better. I would say I work way less hard on my physique. I used to measure my body fat all the time. I don't measure it at all anymore. I used to measure my calories all the time. I don't measure them ever anymore. And I've been focused more on just progressing my powerlifting than actually training. And I'd say even that, I cared less about the results and more about enjoying the experience. So working harder is not always better. I burnt myself out several times, but at least once very seriously in my life. And I was still believing I wasn't working hard enough and trying to work harder. So for me, that was an important lesson. 5 is no level of achievement is going to create happiness. Achievement did create security, and it does create security, I believe, but it doesn't create happiness. And safety and happiness are not the same thing. It's probably hard for most people to feel happy without security. I don't think it's impossible, but having security alone does not create happiness, and it's the things that create security don't necessarily create happiness. And then the 5th thing is admiration and respect of my body is not the same thing as admiration and respect of me. And as I went along this journey, so I was recently at a festival and I had many people come up to me and compliment me on my body. People I've never met before just say things like, men saying, wow, I really respect your body, amazing work. Girls coming up to me and telling me that I had a really sexy body. And don't get me wrong, I loved hearing those things, but it really wasn't the thing that what I really crave and really want, which is I want to be loved for me, how I make people feel, and the experience that people have being around me. So anyways, I hope that's insightful. And my hope really is that for anyone who is in the position that I was in, thinking I need to look a certain way to be happy, to provide just some other evidence for the contrary, even if it's something that you already know up here, maybe it can help you know it a little bit more in here. Hope that you can accept your body however it is and the choices that you made to get it there and the things that it can do and can't do. I digress. As always, don't forget to fill your cup first. Hope you have an amazing day. See you next time.